Hello, everyone. Happy Friday or Saturday, depending on where you are on this amazing planet. I had to come in here. Yeah, let's see. What? Oh, my goodness. So, but you guys know how we roll around here. First and foremost, we got to welcome our newest members of the Love Train. And we've got some overnight. We have new from Zumbrota, Minnesota, new from Toronto, Canada, and new from Greenville, South Carolina. Welcome to all of you. And if you are new here today, please let me know in the comments so that we can give you a proper welcome. This love train continues to grow in the most miraculous ways. And just know that you're shining your light where you are and also here. And it just makes us all so much powerful in just in a beautiful way. It's not power over others, it's power within. And it's what we're all wanting right now, right? Speaking of power, let's talk about what happened last night. Yes. So this started at approximately 1:33 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. How do I know this? Because it woke me up. Not only did it wake me up, usually I get a little meditation going and no such thing. 5 a.m. I was still wide awake, and I mean wide awake. But here's what did come in. See this beautiful light? This was so high frequency that my head felt like it was getting a complete brain massage from within. I felt this thing radiating in my head. And then the notebook, I like walked like a zombie in the dark, got my notebook and pen out, and downloads came flying in. And it's so cool. Some of it's pertinent for a class I'm teaching tomorrow, the group Ascension and Healing class. Woo, did stuff come in? Because I love stuff that's simplified, it might be something that I'm aware of, and I'm always looking for yummy ways to present it. And they always give me these perfect analogies and stories to get a point across to help everybody heal quicker, faster. It's what we all want, isn't it? Yes. So yeah, big creative spike with this one for me. And again, but loaded my body up with so much energy that I just, I think at 6 o'clock or between 6 and 6:30, I did not get up because I was like, I'm just gonna rest, and passed out hard for like 2 more hours, woke up completely disoriented, was like, oh gosh, is today Saturday? Because I had been writing notes for the class. It's the class today. It's funny. Then I had to settle in for a minute and I was like, okay. I didn't go right for the coffee pot because I thought, let me just allow this to integrate. A couple of things when we get zapped like this is all really good stuff. But you can see this is like a high frequency, teeny integration period. Another one. This is almost what we call angel wings. It's kind of like a compressed and more powerful angel wings, so to speak. But you can see this is full body spikes from top to bottom. And here's what I'll tell you. Respect whatever's going on in your body. If it fried you like it did for me, please do your best to treat your body with self-care today. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. And most importantly, which is where I'm headed as soon as I'm done with this, is I'm going to go outside and ground. I got to ground. I got to integrate. So much stuff came through to me. I got a whole channeled thing that I have to integrate. And I was like, I'm going to do this at the beach because it doesn't require my noodle to be present for any of it. I can just put it on and receive. That's the beauty about this energy. So I am going to go over to the chakra chart in a minute, but somebody asked a question. A couple of you had a question about the Schumann and something about altitude. So full disclosure. So I was guided to the Schumann resonance only for two specific charts that they put out. My guides taught me over a course of several months. They would have me look at it and then how do you feel? And look at it and how do you feel? And what they would do is, like, for example, I'll move the melon. If this was happening, often I would feel uneasy, that feeling that a lot of uncertainty. And when this would happen, I'd feel amazing. And after a while, I was recognizing, okay, I can put this together. So I was guided to this. The actual Schumann resonance is an EKG of energy. It's the Earth's EKG, for lack of a better expression, but it's measuring energy coming down to the Earth, right? Now, with the energy that's coming from our sun right now, that is all part of the ascension. As people awaken, as we attain higher levels of consciousness, we're gaining momentum. So we're creating more light because we're transmuting the dense energy, right? Energy doesn't go anywhere, but it can be transmuted. We're transmuting it back to light. That generates its own momentum, which goes then back out into the cosmos and yes, to our sun. And then it gets reflected back to us. And this is where every single one of you plays such a key role. And when you come into this community and you're in pure love and light, you are contributing to the awakening of the planet just by being you and being in a state of love and wanting to heal yourself and having a curiosity about the truth of who you really are. So these reports, when I give you even this, by the time, right, I showed it, I felt this. I didn't have to look at I didn't look at this till like 6 a.m. because I was like, how come I'm still awake? What's going on? And then when I saw that, wow, this is really, really high frequency and it's very very, very deliberate. It's focused, which you'll see in the chakra chart. And so again, somebody asked about altitude. So that's a 3D. Any science is 3D linear. This isn't coming from me. This is the vessel for infinite intelligence that taught me how to feel for energy coming to the earth, including because it must come through us, and then how I've been taught how to guide our energy, how to guide our energy into creation. What do we want to create? And then how do we heal? How is energy healing working? All of these things. So I know that was a long explanation, but I'll be honest, I don't know science-wise how altitude affects these charts because I was not taught in any way, any kind of scientific background. Again, science is still catching up to consciousness, but that doesn't mean that this doesn't mean anything in the 3D linear reality. I'm positive it does. It doesn't relate to my particular reports. So, I know, look, it's a long answer, but important, and it's a good question, by the way. There are no bad questions here because if you wondered it, a couple other people wondered it, and I give you my truth, and that's all I know about this thing. And again, as the chart that I'm going to bring up right now, which I refer to as the chakra chart, is amplitude, and they showed me which lines on the amplitude chart correlate with energy vortexes in our body, which is like the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart chakra, the solar plexus, and the sacral chakra and the root chakra. So they showed me which of those. And so again, I had to feel, where do you feel this? And so I was taught how to feel for this. It's 100% feeling, absolutely zero intellect, zero noodle soup here, guys, zero. And this is what it is. I know. The noodle can't take this stuff, right? But I want to invite you that if you're like, we don't want to get too analytical about this because, as I said, this bolted me awake. For some others, this may have zapped you down. This may have been like, oh my gosh, I couldn't get out of bed this morning, right? And so every single one of us is ascending in our own perfect timing, and this light coming in can affect you in different ways. I share what I felt just so that basically we don't think we're going batshit crazy. We're not, we're just ascending. We're ascending. Okay. So you're not going batshit crazy. In your experience, it is absolutely possible that it's completely different from mine. And that's where I love you guys share and you go, here's what I'm going through. And then there's another one that'll come in and go, I felt that too. Then you just, like I said, we're just here to make sure that the noodle soup doesn't take over. And, sometimes it used to think it was running the show. Exhale, and let's go to this chakra chart. Let's see what we got here. Where are you hiding? Ta-da! There we go. All right. Whew, so you can see. All right. So this is okay. So for review, if any of you are new and want a little deeper understanding on how I interpret the Schumann chart, which is really not me, it's how I was taught by my guides. Being very clear here. This is the root. This represents the root, this green one. You can see these are all um, high frequency light coming in, which again, remember that can purge. So this can cause you to feel, right? This can elevate any unhealed emotions can be coming forward. You can feel triggered easily. You might all of a sudden be feeling an emotion and not understanding why. Your body might be feeling anxiety, but you can't attach it to anything. All of these things are your physical body communicating back to you that there's an emotion lingering going, hi, I need a little help here. Can someone give me some understanding? Because when you give me some understanding, then my physical body can stop relaying these messages to you in the form of pain, sensation, etc. That's kind of what's going on there. All right. Again, we can see that the sacral chakra has been very, very active. I mean, for a couple of days, it literally was going off the chart. Again, this can inspire deep, deep creativity. And it can also, though, bring up areas where you felt like not creative or basically where you weren't feeling your connection as source energy, right? You just said, oh, I've heard this. I'm not creative. Well, that's impossible. You are a creator within your own creation. The difference is now we're conscious creators instead of unconsciously creating situations and circumstances we do not want. And then we're healing the ones that we unconsciously created. What? I know. I know. Listen, the noodle's got a lot to work on. That's why I try and tell it, shh, stay out of my business. No, I'm talking the real truth here, people. Okay, here we've got this line, the yellow line represents the solar plexus and the heart chakra. And woo, or this is getting some big pushes too. And then this is the one that I felt. I mean, look again, it looks like it actually would have gone off, it goes off the chart. That's going to be the third eye, the throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra. My head was vibrating on this. So these are, keep in mind, when you have ascension symptoms, they're temporary. They're temporary because our entire human body, down to the cellular structure, is being upgraded. We are becoming more luminescent. We are losing the density, which is the dense energies, and becoming lighter, freer, happier. Ah, what good things we have to look forward to. Truly, truly, truly. So, anyway, if you are having problems with any of this ascension, if you feel like there's a loop playing, lots of feedback loops happening right now, deep doubt, if you're questioning, if you feel confused because something keeps looping and it's kind of keeping you off, you just can't tie things down, you're worried about the future, or you're having doubt about going in any direction at all, and you feel compelled to do so, tomorrow I am teaching a group ascension energy and healing class. We are going to go through body's intelligence. How smart is your body? How does your body's intelligence receive information? Oh, thank you. My guides like this one a lot. We got a thumbs up. Oh. And we're also going to go through pain body, which is those feedback loops that can be sneaky and literally feel like it takes over your thought. It's the noodle soup. It's the noodle soup. We're gonna get into that noodle soup. Where do they come from? Because when we stop feeding it, it dissolves. And the tricky part is you can't get mad at it or frustrated at it because that's exactly what it's looking for. So we're going to go through that, identify what those are. And they, believe it or not, they usually wave their hand at you quite loudly. And then what I'm really looking forward to is sharing with you these channeled templates for manifesting. In other words, creating, how are you directing your energy, your light to manifest? And it's really all done with love. So we got to go from the heart. A lot of us, it's like, hey, some of you don't quite know yet what's in your heart because there's the pain body's kind of in the way right now and taking over your thoughts, or there's a worthiness issue and you're not allowing what's in your heart to come forward. And these templates are so beautiful. It bypasses the noodle. It bypasses the noodle and has you get into alignment with your highest timeline. All this is choosing your higher timeline and then allowing the lower timeline to heal. So we're reconciling this. We're reconciling it, putting all to rest so that then we can then focus on alignment with the higher timeline. And these templates are just pure magic. I've been using them for myself and just it's beyond the noodles comprehension, but what I love about it is it's something you feel. And what we all want is to feel better, right? So that's what I got for you. And I will have it's not too late to register for that. And the link will be in the description of this video below. And please, those of you who are registered, thank you for sending the notes in advance because it's great. I'm able to, I'm creating some custom templates for you guys based on your notes. This is a really niche process and I love it. So keep those notes coming too. And do not worry if you didn't send one because we're going to go through the whole thing in the class and whoever needs a special one, it will be channeled for you immediately following the class. So we got good stuff. I'm so looking forward to that because just so much wisdom has been coming through for this. And it's just, I feel like it's going to turn on a lot of light bulbs for you. And again, when we have an understanding is when we're able to let go of fear, right? Oh, I hear a gecko. He agreed. Thank you. Thank you for the gecko chorus in the background. All right. Anyway, you guys have a beautiful weekend. For those of you I'm not going to see tomorrow, for those of you I'm going to see tomorrow, oh my gosh, it's going to be an absolute big love and healing fest. I just know it. And welcome to our newest Love Train members and my OGs. Big love to all of you. Everybody have a beautiful rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. I love you guys so much. This is truly, truly an honor that you guys are here walking on this journey with me and shining your light all over the place. It is really working. Look at this. You want evidence of your beautiful work? There it is. All right. See you guys soon. Ciao.